Well, this is a little new, so I figured we would get together and talk about content. That tends to be where we create a lot of our best shit, right? Around here, drinking beers, and it never gets captured by anyone. And so I got kind of annoyed that we have these great conversations. It never leads to anything, and so I wanted a way to capture it and share it. So I figured, what better way to sit down and have a beer? I've got a Harvest Ale hop knife.
I've got Ballast Pumpkin.
So
Blast.
We'll give it a shot, and maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you won't. If not, it didn't take a lot of time to create. So let's go.
Good stuff.
That's right. Donald Trump is swearing off of Oreos. For crying out loud, how can I be of service, oh infernal master? No, not the first night. It's too soon.
First topic is something that got us talking the other day, around here actually, about the late night product integrations that are happening with the Colbert Show, and we're so popular with the Daily Show. So in general, I mean, there's a lot of Oreos, there's a lot of hummus.
A lot of hummus.
What did you think of that?
So you did say content twice. Here's another rule: is that every time somebody says content, the other has to drink.
That's right.
That's 2 drinks for Steve.
This is bad for this team.
I think I saw it as a smart, fresh, new way to do product integration. Now, when you think product integration, you think sometimes it's evil, it's not cool, but he made it funny.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the amulet commands me to inform you of the delicious taste of tonight's sponsor, Sabra Roasted Red Pepper Hummus.
So how do you, from an editorial perspective, translate what the brand wants into what your actual shows want, right? I mean, Hummus or Sabra wanted that exposure on the Colbert Show. Colbert did something with it.
Wanted the money.
Who created that? Was that Colbert's writers that did that, or was that Hummus that? What was the role of Hummus?
Odds are it was all of Colbert's writers, but they would send it back to the network. The network would then talk to the brand or the agency behind it, and they would just okay it. But there's an understanding that if you want your product to be featured on my show, your product is going to have to fit my voice. This isn't about Oreo's voice. This is about my voice.
Yeah.
And the trade-off is, if you want to reach this demographic, we're good at reaching this demographic. You're not, so let us handle it. So in a sense, it is the brand and agencies losing creative control. And I think what I was trying to say earlier, I think that you're going to have to eventually let go of that control. This is the way things are going to go.
Yeah. I think, and that's the interesting part to me, is we want to create things, and I think in a lot of cases these publishers, whether it's a late night show or another TV show, they said, we don't trust you to develop content that will be true to our audience. So if you want, we're happy to take your money, but we want to develop it. So I think it's an interesting kind of conductor role that we end up having to play here.
Eating a Hydrox.
We could talk all day long about this, but I think one thing that we wanted to get across here was just all of the various forms of content. I mean, we just talked about a bunch here. It's not just social or TV. It can take the form of, product placement. It can take the form of a segment on the Colbert Show, and it really takes us being really creative about it. A lot of different things out there, a lot of things to talk about. So that's it.
Be advertising for Ballast Point, although I can't endorse it.
They would not pay you for that because you screwed up their name.
Is
so
it?
so you would not get paid.
It's kind of a shitty beer.
For that content.
So I wouldn't drink it if they did pay me.